Like I mentioned, topic is house party. Smitty, I know you gotta have some crazy house party stories, dog. Please, you gotta tell me something. Gotta tell me a little bit of something.
So many that are explicit that I don't think it'd be appropriate.
That's valid. That's valid.
I do have a couple that are pretty crazy.
Bet.
More than one of people like pissing where they sleep.
Oh,
and like slits, turn around, piss on the couch, and then sleep in it again.
Oh,
yeah.
Man,
this has happened like multiple
wild.
Times.
Oh.
I've never done no shit like that. But, it was really funny, dude. Yeah. Like funny
somebody was wild. Somebody was having.
It got so bad. One of them had this is terrible, but I'm gonna tell it anyway.
Oh man, I'm scared, Smitty. Smitty, please keep it PG for YouTube, please.
PG? Never mind. We can't even. It just has to do with a pickle that was half eaten on a table, and some dude getting wrecked with not coherent, drawn on by a stripper, and eventually that pickle ended up in places you shouldn't have it. And the fact that it had a bite taken out of it already was perfect for setting it up for where he was in his position. Oh. We took pictures of this. This is like my homie's cousin.
Oh, no.
And my homie was taking pictures of this. And they're all a part of a biker gang, right? Like, Jesus. Not them, but their parents were the heads of the biker gang. So if we ever ended up, getting caught for that, we would have been having problems.
Oh, yeah, no. Putting a pickle in somebody's mouth like that is a terrible thing to do.
It was never in the mouth.
His mouth.
It wasn't in the mouth, but it looked like it was
It was
at one
definitely
point.
His mouth.
After
it was
the
for
fact.
sure his mouth. Is there anything from any parties you went to that you would make in this round?
Oh, yeah. Like, the first things that came to mind
for a pickle
was that pickle with a bite taken out of. Yes, 100. It would be a true story.
That story alone might
It would have been not PG if I was on the other side of the glass right now. But the other things I was thinking, just, typical. Maybe put some white frit and make a straw, line it up. Maybe, make
some wild parties, Smitty.
Oh, bro. Come on now.
This is middle school, right?
Middle school was pretty crazy, too. But not like high school in Oregon. That shit was... And then the 20s in Oregon, that shit was crazy.
This explains a lot. Oregon is a wild place, I've heard. I got some family over there.
Like, there's no rules when you're out and about.
It's the Kentucky of the West Coast.
Yeah, it's different for sure.
Mr. Evans, what would you make if you were competing in this round?
Man, I don't know. I was trying to think of that. It's been a while since I've been to a fucking house party. I grew up in like a super small town, so even growing up, we rarely had them. I actually did have one at my house that was like out of a movie where it's like a town of like 2,000 people and somehow there's 150 at my house and a band's trying to set up. But maybe like tie on the doorknob or something, Okay. There's always somebody hooking up in the parents' room that you don't want to be. Or there's like always a bottle cap under the couch that your parents find. It's like
ruins the whole thing.
Ruins the whole thing.
Mr. Seven, what would you make? Did you have anything specific planned for a house party?
We talked about this a lot yesterday, and I had a lot of good ideas. I think the most fun would be the throw-up bush.
Oh, throw-up bush would be fun. That's good. We have some good greens over there.
Yeah, like a bush and then some throw-up underneath it, which I'd be like, making the throw-up out of glass would be pretty fun.
We always used to drink like really bad liquor, too. It's like before you could, again,
I don't think the mic's picking you up.
HRD.
Before you could buy liquor, you had to have somebody bootleg it for you. So it was always either like the cheap shit or the stuff you could steal,
Carlo Rossi.
Yeah. Mad Dog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Love me some MD,
Love
man.
some Mad Dog.
Whatever you could
some
steal
MD.
from your parents' liquor cabinet. So a lot of like peppermint schnapps and shit, like making drinks that should never be made.
Yeah.
Boone's Farm, Strawberry Hill.
Yeah.
When I think of house party, I think of like beer pong.
That's what I was going to say, drinking games.
Yeah, drinking games and beer pong. Are there any like drinking games that you guys would play a lot? Quarters. I don't think
Yeah.
I would actually bring a quarter and encase it into a marble in 20 minutes, hopefully.
You got a shot glass and you're trying to bounce one bounce into that shot glass.
Okay.
And whatever you're drinking, you get to tell whoever to drink.
Yeah.
You make it, you drink, or you drink. And after 3 in a row, you get to make rules.
Wait. What do you mean?
So if I make 3 quarters and a rule happens.
So wait, I could just play by myself? Like I could go.
Nah, bro, this is a social thing.
Okay, so everybody like stops what they're doing to play
we
quarters.
all get on a table.
Yeah.
We all bounce quarters into the shot glass.
I'm here. I'm locked in.
And beers or whatever you want to drink. And of course, when the person who makes it into that glass gets to tell whoever to drink. But then after 3 in a row, you get to make a stupid rule like no drink, drank, or drunk. Every time you say that, you have to drink.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you say consume instead.
Which gets really tough after about 4 shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just starts to compound on itself. Yeah, we didn't have fancy things like cups and a table back in my day.
Back in my day.
I feel like that's
When I
always
was
the
a wee
struggle
pup.
with beer pong, trying to find a table. That's, yeah.
We were trying to find the rich guy with a quarter.
I'm also joined by your favorite glassblowers, Mr. Micah Evans and Mr. Stephen Pierce Glass. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Yeah.
Mr. Stephen Pierce, we were talking about house parties last round. You have any house party experiences that you would translate into the glassblowing world? Onto Glassman Standing, I guess?
Never actually been to one.
Really? Kurt said the same thing.
Dang. Yeah, it's been a long time. Okay, one of the first house parties I went to ended in the TABC putting a pickaxe into kegs.
Nice.
Yeah, but I wouldn't let them in the house, and so they made me carry the kegs outside and helping putting holes in them and things.
Oh, okay. That's wild.
That was fun.
What would you make on Glassman Standing that you could, I guess, replicate from that story?
A keg
You would make a
with
keg?
a bunch of holes in it.
With a
Yeah.
pickaxe in
Okay,
it.
I see.
Yeah.
For sure.
Would you do like the beer like shooting out of it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
here for that. Oh, that's gassed. Yeah, it looks like the judges are a fan of beer.
Yeah, house parties were always, how do we get the beer into us the quickest? And it wasn't to get drunk, it's because you're going to run it out eventually, so you wanted to make sure you got your fair share, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Might even be looking for containers in the house just to make sure.
You always stash some in the
Yeah.
bushes. I do remember going to house parties in college, and it was like you got to bring your own liquor because you never know what's going to be there. And then what do you do with it? You got to find somewhere to stash it in a stranger's house that only you know where it is.
Man, yeah, never had to do that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. never had experienced anything like
You
that.
never crashed a
personally.
party, huh?
Have you guys thrown any house parties yourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first one you threw? Like, what was the prep like?
There was never any prep. In my case, it was like if your parents left town for the weekend, you hosted. Everybody else was responsible for everything else. It's like I'm providing the fucking venue.
People were pretty respectful of your parents' items and stuff, though. People weren't like messing around.
Yeah, nothing got too crazy, but
Okay,
it was
shout out.
always like trying to clean up afterwards. Trying to
yeah.
like make sure there were no hints or clues of what just went down when the parents get back.
Yeah.
And then, my dad, it was like 2 years ago, was like, we knew every time because the place was cleaner than it was when we left. I never
You-
cleaned my fucking
they
room
didn't-
once, It was like,
What about you, Steven? Do you remember your first house party, I guess, and preparing for it? And what the goal was, I guess?
I mean, most of them were before I was 21, so a lot of it was preparing for the house party, was focusing on how to get booze, cheap booze,
yeah.
because we didn't have a whole bunch of money. So, yeah, we would have just terrible drink selections. I'm trying to think. This isn't really the first one, but one that really sticks out, the prep work we did was we taped off all the carpet in the house and put down plastic protector
way.
in the hallways and everything. We taped up all the hallways and baseboards. We moved all the furniture out into the garage.
It's like a
And-
kill room or something.
It was so good. This is really bringing back some memories. I hadn't thought about this in a while. And then we put the keg in the middle of the living room,
Nice.
and there was a couple kegs, and so it was a water balloon fight party.
Oh, man.
So the living room was like where you got beer. You could throw water balloons in the house, and everyone that came was prepared to get wet and wrecked. And so what inevitably happened was you had this front yard crew and this backyard crew that were just storming the keg and trying to take over the keg and hold it for as long as possible. And you fill up as many pitchers and all your glasses you could until you got stormed by water balloons, and then you bail and go back to the backyard or front yard, and
Damn.
we just like wrecked this house. And I really, honestly, I don't even know whose house it was.
Oh, man.
There's a 0% chance they got their deposit back on that
Oh,
house.
dang. Oh, tore it
It was
up.
so much fun though.
Yeah, I could barely remember a house party at the beginning of the night, and now I've got they're all cranking.
You got another story you want to share? Maybe a PG one? Hopefully one without a pickle involved.
Yeah. Man, no, I got nothing.
Nothing?
Like we've covered so much of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
nothing
it's always
PG.
like, what's your house party era? Mine was definitely high school. Was the house party era
Really?
for me? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's when most of them go down. I guess I started going to more house parties in college, like I was saying,
Right.
just rushing the frats and everything like that, and frat houses and all that good stuff. But
I skipped that whole part of my life. That's the problem.
That's
I guess
fair.
that would have been, yeah.
but during high
College?
school, during high school I went to a couple house parties. My guardians, when I moved in with them, they were like mid-20s, early 20s, so
Nice.
they were still throwing like
Yeah.
parties and stuff like that. So every now and then, they'd throw a couple songs on and stuff. People
Yeah.
would come through the house. Had my first shot there and everything like that. So good memories with the house parties there.
There was.
That's where the beer pong arc really began. Started locking.
Yes.
They had a table, so they were serious about this stuff. One of my guardians was the frat president for like his frat when he was in college. So
There was like one family where I grew up. Again, I grew up in a really small town, but they had like two brothers that were like 4 or 5 years apart. The younger brother was closer to my age, and it was one of those places where you could always go and drink, and their parents didn't care. You know,
That's-
back
yeah,
then was
no.
pretty cool, and now I realized maybe not so cool. But
no, everybody
I'd
knew.
be pissed
Everybody
now
knew
if I found
that
out
family.
my kids were doing that. I'd be like, what the hell?
I was like, this is
It was
awesome. Now I'm like,
sweet.
oh, that was neglect.
Yeah, looking back on it,
yeah.
I guess it wasn't. I definitely had that friend.
Yeah.
I was there every day.
I mean, they straight up put them in the garage. They built like 2 bedrooms
man.
in the garage, and so they had their own building. You know, it's like
Oh
separate.
wow, that's
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
Never
it's
had
these
anything
guys
like
had
that.
an apartment when they were in high school. Anything.
Jesus,
I know.
that's nice.
So we're in the middle of like nowhere. That was the other thing. We never like had a house party. We would just go drink in the middle of the orchard or the woods. So you just pick some poor family's orchard, and then you all meet there and
Leave
get
all the
shit-faced.
trash?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
not even bury it.
No. Uh-uh.
What would you make? We've been asking us.
I said in the first round that I would make a couch on a roof. So I would just sculpt a couch, and I feel like using the Elmarver, again, you can make a pretty easy roof using that stuff.
Couch on a roof.
Couch on
Okay.
a roof. If I had to make something else, I'd say like a balcony or something. And me and my friends are like, yeah, a lot of smoking on the balcony and stuff like that. Or like
Make
a porch.
a balcony?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you can do that. That's why I don't think you could make that happen. It's hard to make a balcony. A lot of weight distribution you got to work with there.
Codes, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Just maybe like, a bunch of trash. I'd make a bunch of trash. I'd make a pile of trash. I'd make a crushed Solo cup. I'd make a beer can. And I would make... I'd
Pregnancy
smash
test.
some glass, and I'd call it
Dude,
art.
yeah.
I'd grab some 12-7, I'd smack it on the bench, and then I'd grab the glass and be like, shattered glass. Somebody broke something.
I was thinking about an upper decker. I could make an upper decker. That would be pretty sweet.
Upper decker?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what an upper decker
What's an upper decker, guys?
It's where
Wait.
you...
You want to have us over your apartment? No, go ahead.
It's when you poop
Oh.
in the top tank of a toilet.
What?
Yeah.
Who does
Then you
that?
put the lid back on.
Classic.
What do you mean classic?
No.
What?
It's way too late.
What kind of parties you been to, Mr. Seven?
Ones where I leave upper deckers.
Oh man, could you imagine? Just like you clean, like you throw this crazy house party, you have the night of your life, you meet the girl of your dreams, whole 9 yards, everything goes great. You clean up, everything goes well. Your parents come home, and then your dad goes to use the bathroom, and he just finds an upper decker, and then like the entire operation's ruined because some dude decided to take a shit in your toilet tank. Man,
That's how it
I'd be
goes
tweaked
down.
out.
Yeah, that's the plan, man.
See, like every time, I was about to
What do
say,
you think?
every time that I do it, I like laugh to myself because I think about that.
No, that's terrible. The look on their father's face when they find your poop.
Like it just being like weeks later, and then being like, what smells in here? Like,
man.
and then they open up the thing.
Yep.
Shboop.
I flush and I flush and I flush.
Yeah.
Still there.
Oh my gosh, my buddy, I had a friend, we had a big house party for him when he got off of probation and he could finally smoke again. And he fell asleep because he had no tolerance. He fell asleep with his gas mask on he bought.
Oh, okay.
And so he had a gas mask.
So no
on.
tolerance, but he's
No
using a gas
tolerance.
mask.
Yeah,
I
so
know,
he,
right?
he passed out with it on. and he had bought all this weed, and so we knew like he wanted to party, but he wasn't awake for it, and we were all there for the party. He was just sleeping in this beanbag chair. So we just kept loading up the bong for him and lighting it.
Oh, man.
Because he had it on. It was going. It was just bubbling the whole time anyways.
That's awesome.
So he woke up, whatever it was,
3
like
days
4
later.
hours. 4 hours later, and all of his weed was gone. And he was like, "I'm so high still, guys."
Oh man.
He also had the best resin stain on his face from smoking a quarter ounce of weed.
Jesus. Not the quarter ounce. Oh God. You just load him dude up. Somebody on Reddit commented they want to see you guys make an upper decker bong. I don't know how that would work, but I'd love to see it happen. Oh, hey, Endo.
I should ask these two about the beer bong they made with Jag one time.
No, we don't talk about that.
Oh, what's wrong with it? Why don't we talk about it?
The second beer bong
Inappropriate.
was type 2, or was cool too.
What was wrong with
The
it?
second one.
You said it was
The martini,
inappropriate.
the classy ass beer bong.
Mm.
That was for the hot tub party we threw.
Oh yeah,
Hot tub party.
Yeah.
Hello.
We made a hot tub in our studio out of a was it like a feeding
A water tank.
a water tank? Like
And then a hot water heater, like a full size ass water heater.
Oh
wired up
man,
to the-
Jesus.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
A
we
hot
pulled
tub?
it together in like an afternoon.
A full water heater.
In an afternoon?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy flex.
And
That's
then
awesome.
Made a big beer bong.
that was the last time they let us throw a party at the studio.
Yeah. Yeah, that might do it.